All right. We are back. We are live. I've hidden your guys' names. I just kept your portraits just so people know who's talking, even though those aren't anchored anymore, as will be apparent as I go through session recap, because a lot of shit happened last session, which was a while ago. Yeah, a lot of shit happened. Very little, if at all, good. Um, yeah, a lot of unfortunate circumstances. Before we talk about that sad stuff, how are you guys doing tonight? That's good. That's good. All right. But yeah, like I said before, we got a bit of a weirder session today. We're going to be basically dividing the party into two. We'll go over session recap, and then, like I said, Ahron, Riley, if you want to mute deafen, up to you. Leave it to your discretion. Anyways, without further ado, does anybody have any questions? Actually, I just realized I don't know if, goddamn, I think stream had you guys all muted for stream. Well, guess we'll find out on the VOD. Anyways, it's fine. All right. Oh, let me lower the volume actually. It's a bit loud. It's really loud. Wait, what? Oh, I see what the problem is. We're good. All right, we're good. We're good. Wow, I'm clearly pretty damn rusty. Anyways, I forgot to mute the other map to window. So cool. Anyways, welcome back to D&D. A lot of shit happened last session. We'll go over a session recap, and then afterwards, if you guys have any questions, you can ask. Otherwise, at that point, I'll ask Ahron and Riley take a step back. We got a couple of things going on. Oh, we lose somebody already? Looks like we lost Ahron. He's gone already.
He heard take a step back and he said, "On it, boss."
Right yeah, away. Literally. He took it quite literally, right there. Oh, his Discord crashed. RIP.
R.I.P.
Classic Discord. Causing issues. Okay. Ahron said he's watching stream anyways, so he can hear. So, oh, he's back anyways. Cool. Welcome back. Anyways, great start. Welcome back, guys. We know we're playing correctly when we start off with tech issues.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No worries. All right, so welcome to session 7 of the Collector's Quartet. Last session, our party found themselves on a ladder descending further into the warehouse. With the sound of golems activating, combat ensued. Opting not to rest or retreat, the party was thrust into a fight with little HP and few resources. But the party tried their best to stand their ground. Unfortunately, their efforts proved futile as one by one, each party member was unfortunately downed and ultimately killed. All but Svipall, who managed to hide within a nearby chest and avoid arousing suspicion. As the bodies of our characters tumbled to the ground and perished, the golems took to cleaning up the mess left afterwards. As time then passed and the silence grew heavy, Svipall made his stealthy escape from the warehouse. He escaped with his life, but without his party, and little to show for it. And so we resume, with time having passed since the ordeal. as hours and ultimately days pass and our story seemingly ended, there is a glimmer of hope. Our story for today will be split into two. And so, we turn our attention to the first half of this second chapter. An unknown amount of time has passed, with only one character being alive, Svipall. His whereabouts, for the time being, is unknown. But within this uncertainty of time, we turn our attention to an abandoned building in the city of Ravengarde. Within it, an odd appearing individual with various tools, both magical and otherwise, seems to be working on something. On some things. On two tables lie vaguely humanoid figures. And as a shock of electricity and a shock of life is poured into these two humanoids, they both gasp for air, or breath, which they have not taken for some time. As the two figures lie a bit cold on the tables, their bodies aching, their minds disoriented, their vision blurry, as they take in the air as well as their surroundings. The individual will approach and he will speak.
Oh, you're awake. Very good, very good. Seems the procedures were a success. That's good to know. It means I'm getting paid. Very good, very good. Now, you.
Man will move to one of the figures.
Tell me, how many fingers am I holding up?
When you hold up a hand, in. Go ahead and roll me a d6.
Yes.
The raspy voice. 3.
It's actually 4, but I take it you're still taking in your surroundings.
In.
Yep.
It seems you are alive. Though barely. As you feel something, which is not something that has happened for a while, feeling things, you feel these two cold, leathery hands kind of clutch the sides of your head, and kind of, with one of the figure's thumbs, kind of tries to open up one of your eyes. Again, your vision still a bit blurry. Will kind of wave his hand in front of both of your eyes. One of them, you can kind of see his hand. The other eye, however, you don't really see his hand. It's kind of clouded in darkness.
Are you able to see my hand clearly?
Kinda.
This one over here. Can you see my hand here?
And he'll wave it into your left eye, where you can't really see. It's kind of clouded in darkness.
No.
Yes, as I expected. Try concentrating on it. Just think about it for a second. Think, I don't know. Think, you want to see with that eye. Sounds a bit weird, but you just gotta think about it for a moment. You just gotta concentrate.
I will try to concentrate.
All right. As you start to kind of focus in on your left eye, just doing something, you start imagining that, you want to see with that eye. Somehow, for some reason, your vision starts to return, and you're able to see his hand there, holding up a peace sign, the two fingers.
Does it work?
I see it now.
Oh, well, that's good to know. That's very good to know. Seems the eye works. That's good. That's good. I thought you were gonna have to be eyeless for a bit. Glad I had a spare.
Wait, what?
Oh, yes, you were in quite the sorry state, my friend. Unfortunately, one of your eyes was a bit unrecoverable, unscavageable, but fortunately for you, my friend, among many other blessings I have bestowed upon you, I have managed to grant you an eye that is not only functional, but quite aesthetically pleasing, might I add. It really, the blue really sticks out with the other red eye that you have.
Well, what happened to my eye?
Oh,
Wait,
well, I'm not quite
what?
sure. I didn't see it. It was kind of lost among the mush that was, I think, your old flesh. But, most of your
Where?
flesh is back, so that's pretty good.
What? I will try to get up.
All right. As you try to get up, your body's you haven't used it in quite a while, so you kind of almost collapse as you fall to the ground, getting off the table, the sort of operation table that you've been on. So you kind of almost tumble to the ground.
Oh, please.
At this point, I'm just gonna hold art, but
Oh, please, you're still quite new. Please. I would not recommend you moving. Not quite yet. Just give it a moment. I'm sure the blood circulating through your body will eventually get more accustomed. Just please take a moment.
If the witches kidnapped me, where am I?
Oh, you're in an abandoned
DaGoo.
home, but more on that in a moment. Please, just take a moment. Just take it easy. Just make sure you don't fall. Move around somewhat, but not too much. Just jog in one place just to get the blood flowing. And just be more accustomed of your surroundings. Get adjusted.
I need to heal DaGoo. He's hurt.
Oh, is that this one here?
and then
What?
he will
I look over.
he'll move over to the other table. Your eyes still adjusting in. Will recognize the other vaguely humanoid figure. Seems to be more ooze-like. As the doctor, I'm just gonna call him, moves on over to the other table.
DaGoo.
Ah, and you. It seems you're also regaining your vision. You seem to be moving your head about. Please. I'm not sure if you're able to speak. I'm not too well versed in the biology of your kind, but please, can you see how many fingers I am holding up?
And he will raise up a hand. Newt, go ahead and roll me a d6, please.
Sure.
Ah, I see. You have the intelligence to remember what the answer was before, but unfortunately this time, however, I threw a curveball. I did 2 fingers. But that is fine. Your eyes are still adjusting. That is fine. That is fine.
At this point, Newt, you're slowly regaining your vision. You hear, though your hearing is still a bit disoriented, you're able to pick up the distinct sound of insane nearby.
Yes, yes, you were. Whew, if you thought
And he'll kind of look over to you in.
if you thought your body was in quite a mess, oh boy, your friend here is lucky to be alive.
As he looks over to you, Newt. At this point, he'll kind of lean close to your face, Newt.
Yes, seems your eyes seem to be working. I'm assuming you can make a mouth wherever you would like. Do you have a mouth? I don't think you do. I didn't see one when I was operating on you, but I'm sure you can still function quite well. Now, could you tell me, can you see me?
As he'll lean closer towards your face, Newt. At this point, Newt, having this weird individual kind of pressed towards your face, you notice that this individual, again, your vision's a bit blurry, but you can vaguely see he looks like a bird, you think? Whatever the case, you feel a beak kind of poke at your face.
Hello?
Where's DaGoo?
Oh, are you not DaGoo?
No.
Oh! Is that the name of the other fella? The other, slime folk? The great one?
Yes, where is he?
Oh! Well, alas, it was a bit of a shame, but I couldn't get all 3 of you. Unfortunately, one of you was, how do I say, unwilling to return to life. Which in your case is actually quite a blessing, might I add. Because if not for him not being unwilling to return to life, I would not have enough, I guess not limbs, you don't really have limbs, but I wouldn't have enough mass to reconstruct a body for you to return to. So I suppose in a way, you should be quite grateful he refused to come back.
I just start crying.
Oh my. Are you crying?
DaGoo.
I think this one's crying. Well, I suppose the shock of being brought back from the dead is quite tear-jerking, but alas, I would suggest you don't move too much. Just take a moment to familiarize yourself with your surroundings, your body. You haven't moved in quite a while, I imagine. It's been at least, I think it's been, what, 2, 3, maybe 4 days? Has it been 4 days? Not too sure. Time's a bit of a weird thing for me.
At this point in getting your vision, the clarity coming back to you, and you're able to see more of the room, you could tell that you are in some kind of just really dusty, abandoned looking room that you think, judging from like the old broken down furniture, was maybe a living room at some point, or maybe a kitchen. You're not quite sure, but whatever the case, it seems the room has been remodeled, to put lightly, into a sort of operating room, if you could call that. And it seems this individual, again, now getting your vision, you can see that this individual looks a bit odd. He definitely looks like a doctor of sorts. More specifically, he looks like a plague doctor, judging from his mask, which you can now see is a mask, or at least you hope is a mask. It has a large beak. It's got kind of like two goggles or two glasses where his eyes would be. You see he's in a long leathery coat, and he's got two gloves, which is what the leathery sensation was when he kind of touched your head. And you see him kind of moving around at this point, talking to you guys to get accustomed to what's going on. And you'll see that he's grabbing some tools, some scalpels, and other kind of instruments, and kind of putting them into his bag. And as you're scanning the room in, and Newt, as you're regaining your senses, Newt, go ahead and make me a perception check.
You got it.
Sorry, just you?
Just Newt, yes.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, I didn't see we were here.
As you guys are looking around the room, Newt, again, your vision's still somewhat blurry. The first thing you notice, kind of, it might be easily disregarded, judging from the circumstances you're currently in. However, you notice a distinct looking skull lying on the ground relatively nearby. Do you recognize it as the skull that was floating about in DaGoo?
Can I get down from the table and move over to it as fast as not humanly possible,
Sure.
as neatly as possible?
Okay, sure. As you kind of move off of the table again, new body, you've been literally brought back from the dead, as well as who knows what. So you kind of fall somewhat, you somewhat crawl, somewhat slowly walk over to the skull. Had him in the side of the room over there. You do anything with the skull?
Is it okay. Well, I cradle it in my arms, very, very sad. Is there anything else with it? Like the what's it called? The piece of cloth that he had around his whatever his weapon was called, or anything other than the skull?
You just see the skull for now, at least. As you're cradling it, though, I'm assuming you're looking at the skull, right? Imagine.
Mm-hmm.
As you kind of grab a hold of the skull and start to cradle it, you notice your arms. The color of it is slightly different. Though you are still blue, you notice that your I'm gonna use the word skin here loosely. Your ooze color, sure. Your ooze color has a more greenish hue now. It is slight, but you notice it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do anything else. I'm just gonna sit here with the skull, crying and mourning my dead brother.
All right.
I will
Are you doing it?
roll on the ground. Get up, yeah. Over here. DaGoo, I found you. Wait. No, Newt. Where's DaGoo? I need to heal him.
He's gone.
Oh yeah, I can't see him. Where is he?
In.
Yeah.
He's gone.
He was right here.
What happened?
I don't know. He was hurt, and then I woke up here.
As you guys are kind of huddled up together there, asking yourselves, what happened? You know, how did you get here? Kind of plague doctor looking fella. At this point, finishing up collecting all of his tools and whatnot around the room. We'll overhear you guys and we'll look in your direction. He'll go,
Oh, well, apologies, my talent is in bringing the dead back to life. Not so much counseling or therapy or anything like that. So apologies if I lack the tact to handle these sorts of discussions properly. But to my understanding, you both died pretty horribly. Your bodies were
what?
quite crumpled up, especially you. I didn't hear your name. I thought it was DaGoo, but especially you, Ooze. You were in quite the sorry state. But whatever the case, your bodies were handed to me by a client, and I was paid to bring you back from the dead and to just let you go on your merry way, which is a bit odd, mind you, but not my business. Of course, I had to. Well, as I said, your bodies were in quite the sorry states. Haven't quite had bodies that crumpled in quite a while, so I had to take the initiative and fix you guys up as best as I could, given what I was given to use. I'm aware that sometimes when people are brought back from the dead, they are a bit sensitive to their newfound appearances, so I've learned from my previous mistakes, so I will extend an invitation of sorts to you. Would you like to see your reflections now, or is that a bit too early?
Who paid
I
you?
died?
Who's your client?
To answer your first question, yes, your boy died pretty horribly, from what I could tell. Secondly, I'm afraid I cannot divulge any details of my clients. You have to understand, business, things. But all I know is the client was I think a man of some sorts, bit of a gruff-looking man. I don't bother for more details than that, and he simply told me to bring you back and to leave you to your own devices.
Wait, you brought us back, but you didn't bring the goo back?
Oh well, I was given 3 of you, and I was told to do what I could. As I sort of mentioned before, well, you were more than willing to come back to life, and unfortunately, the other one, DaGoo, did not seem too willing. There is a limit to what I can do, of course. If somebody doesn't want to come back to life, I can't do anything about that. So, seeing how as he didn't want to come back, I mean, I had a bunch of spare parts now, and well, as fate would have it, I did what I could, and it seemed that the other slime, were willing to come back, which I must say is a bit of a relief because I had quite a lot of work to do.
Where's his stuff?
Oh yes, if you would, his stuff is just in the other room. Well, most of your belongings are, at least the belongings I was given. I was told to allow you to have what you would like, whatever you want.
Can I
Yeah,
go
okay, I could show
right
you
now?
on my way out if you would like to follow me. Just be steady. You're still regaining your use of your limbs and whatnot.
and you'll see him kind of start to move over to one of the doorways, and he'll wait for you all.
I'm gonna follow him immediately.
Right. You guys follow him into the other room, which is just as dusty and abandoned as the previous room you were in. Except this one, you see a lot of the furniture has kind of been moved across, like moved away from like this one wall. You can see there's a bunch of things there. There's a bunch of equipment, which you recognize some of it being your equipment. You can see your bags, as well as a few weapons that stick out. For instance, DaGoo's equipment is also there. Notably, I think, let me double check, his pike.
Yeah, I'm gonna beeline it to his pike. I'm gonna take the fabric off of the end of it, and I'm gonna wrap it around my arm next to the other one. And if I'm not wearing the other one, I'm gonna grab that one as well, and I'm gonna put it on.
All right. So you go and do that. Are you guys getting? I'm assuming you guys are just grabbing your belongings as well as seeing what you can get from DaGoo's equipment, since he's not gonna need them anymore. Obviously.
I'm not touching anything other than the pike.
Okay.
And like once I've taken the fabric off, I'm leaving that. I'm not touching anything else.
All right. Are you taking back your equipment?
Yeah, I'll take back my equipment.
Okay. How about you, Ed?
Me too.
All right. Sounds good. As you guys are kind of grabbing your equipments, because it's gonna take a couple of minutes. As you're just, I'm assuming, double checking your things, seeing what you have, what you don't have, as well as in the case of Newt, grabbing the pike, or specifically the armband and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Are you grabbing the pike as well, or just the armband, or the cloth?
Just the armband.
That's what. Okay, just wanted to double check. As you're taking the cloth and whatnot and doing that, as you guys are doing that, the doctor will kind of speak up once more.
Right, well, I do have other clients. Are there any questions the two of you have for me? I'm assuming in the case of reflections, I'll leave that to your devices.
Okay.
I'll take your silence as no, you do not have any more questions for me. Well, very well then. I'm sure you can find an inn or other individuals nearby who might be able to help you. Quite frankly, that's not my business. So, good luck. I hope you find your limbs and bodies are functional, if not better than before. Yes, well, safe travels.
You'll see him kind of
Thank you.
bow his head slightly, and then he'll start leaving. And
I
he'll
want to
leave
bring
the building.
DaGoo's. Sorry, I want to bring DaGoo's skull with me. I'm gonna keep it in my backpack, or like my bag or whatever I have. For now, just so I can like give it a better kind of resting place than this place where this guy might use it for somebody else, and I don't want that.
All right. Sounds good. So you're taking his skull.
Yeah.
You got the armband. I'll just leave that to you on your notes.
Thanks.
And as you guys are taking the time to look through your equipment, you notice there are some things missing. So, going through the list, I'll start with what you're missing. You are missing the black powder bombs that you had. They're gone. Or I think you had one left,
No.
or two. I'm not sure.
I have one.
Yeah, you're missing the black powder bombs. You're missing the magical beads that you got.
No.
You're missing every potion you had. And I think, let me double check
I
your
see.
notes. I think that's it for missing things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm missing everything I got from the place, right?
It seems like it.
Damn.
As for Newt,
Makes sense.
Newt, you are missing the gold brooch with the turtle pattern and amber inside. You're missing the sending stone that you got from
Oh,
Coach.
shit. Okay.
And that's it.
Okay.
We dropped the loot when
Yeah.
we died.
That's it. All right.
I still have the tiger's eye in this azurite.
You do.
Okay.
At this point, with the doctor now having left, you guys reclaiming your equipment, for the most part, regaining your sense and your ability to function, like physically. You're able to walk now without too much strain. You guys are free to do what you want. One thing I will say, up to you. You guys both know what the other one looks like properly. There is also a dusty mirror in the room that you're currently in. If you would like to take a look, you can. Otherwise, there is nothing else of note in your room.
I'll take a look in the mirror.
Yeah, same.
All right. So, this is what the new changes look like for you two. You kind of got a bit of it right away. Your left eye has been replaced. It is still like black, but the iris is no longer red. It's blue. And taking a look at it a bit closer, as you might instinctively do so, because it was a bit weird how you gotta concentrate on it, right? As you instinctively kind of look closer at it, being a sorcerer, you recognize that there is some kind of magical property to it. Furthermore, you also see that one of your horns, the tip of it, has been chipped and is missing completely.
Mm-hmm.
And you also see that one of your ears has a bit of flesh missing from it.
See.
Outside of that, it seems your body is in the same condition as it was before, minus a couple of new minor scars around your chest area. Outside of that, though, nothing else of note. Nothing else significant, at least. Newt, as for you, the most prominent change is your ooze color, which, as I mentioned, is now a more different hue. It's more of a greenish slash like cyan hue. Also, kind of looking at your body, see if there's anything else of note. You see kind of floating about inside of your body, looks to be a bunch of random little stones. Probably
Just, like,
debris.
pebbles?
Yeah, probably debris that was caught up in the middle of surgery or as your body was probably scraped together. But it's noteworthy. You didn't have those before.
It's like stuck there?
Yeah, it's just stuck in your body now, just floating about in there.
Interesting.
And yeah, and outside of that, there's not really any notable changes. I mean, your news, you don't really get scars necessarily. So.
Not physical ones.
Yep. Alright. Are you guys taking anything from DaGoo's equipment?
No.
Mm,
All right. With that, what do you guys do?
And
Guess we leave.
what do we do now?
We. Well. Wait, did. He never mentioned. Svipall, right?
He said he was
still
brought
alive?
3 of us. What happened? I want to get his skull to a proper resting place. If not the wildlands, something somewhere peaceful. Um,
So are you guys just pondering?
Sorry, nobody
Hey.
was talking. I got really confused. I was like checking my apps. I was like, is is Conrado's mic broken?
You know.
You guys are just standing there, just talking to each other, kind of confused, lost, not knowing
Yeah.
what to do.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I do want to leave this place.
Go. Let's go.
As you guys eventually leave the building, a bit lost, confused again. As you enter outside, you realize the time seems to be midday. It's a little bit later in the afternoon. There's still sun out, right? It's a bit cloudy. It's still bright out, but not terribly. It's starting to get a bit dark. Additionally, the building that you left, the building that you left looks just as abandoned outside as it does inside. This seems to be in a building that has been abandoned for quite some time, and is likely one that the doctor, whoever the hell he was, kind of just picked out and went, "Yep, I'm bringing these 2 corpses back to life," and then did so and then left. Does not look like it has been lived in for quite some time, and judging from the other buildings nearby, it seems like this is an area that does not have many people living. With that said, you do notice a couple of odd people walking around the streets. And I guess I'll ask, do you guys have any intended goal in mind? Or are you gonna just wander the streets for a time?
I want to find a resting place for DaGoo's skull. I don't think I can make it all the way to Karios's wildlands, so next best thing is just wherever would be like a safe, peaceful place.
Do you have a particular place in mind, or just anywhere that looks a bit peaceful?
That is a good question. Because it's like, not, me and DaGoo are not particularly religious. Is there any like water around, or is this like an inland place? I don't remember the map off the top of my head.
It's a pretty inland place, but there are there's like little ravines and whatnot. Like the city has a good source of water, but it doesn't have like a
Anywhere-
lake or an ocean, if that's what you're thinking.
Okay, and it's probably gonna be a while until we find one of those.
Like
Okay, then just wherever seems the closest to water. Or no, if there's no water, I'm gonna hold on to it until we're somewhere else.
Sure.
And I guess we're just walking.
I'll say you guys take a moment. I say a moment. You guys take the next couple of minutes, maybe an hour, maybe a bit more than that, just walking throughout Ravengarde, which you are in still. As you wander through Ravengarde, again, readjusting to being alive, readjusting to walking around, kind of taking time to think about what your next goal is, what your plans are, and also taking your current time to look around for any place that might suit as a nice resting place for DaGoo. Eventually, you guys come across like a bridge overlooking like a little ravine in this city, and you notice that just off of like a little hill that kind of descends into the little ravine, which the bridge kind of goes over. You see that on top of one of the hills, just a little bit further away, there looks to be a cemetery of sorts. This is probably the closest water, lake, river kind of thing you're gonna find in this city.
I'm gonna flip a coin about it. Hold on, because
All right.
I don't super want to bury DaGoo's father's head in the place that killed him, you know? But I also don't want to keep it with me for the risk of breaking it. So, okay. Okay, I'm gonna bury it here.
You find a nice, peaceful place. Find a little tree kind of grown nearby. You take a moment to lay to rest this skull. DaGoo's sort of skull, but not really. But basically, but not really. And as you're taking a moment to do that, the mood is a bit sad. I will say, during this time, is there anything that you are actively doing, or are you kind of just following along Newt, kind of just helping him out?
Just following
through this?
for the moment, yeah.
Okay.
I want to just kind of bury it under the tree, and just kind of say I'm sorry that it turned out the way that it did, and I wish I could have made it up to you, and I'm gonna get the son of a bitch that did this to us. I promise. And I'm gonna get up and turn to In, and say, all right, we should probably find a place to stay for the night. It won't be safe once it gets dark.
Okay. Yeah. Are you doing okay?
Splendid. Let's go. Start walking away.
All right. You guys have a specific place in mind?
Just like anywhere we can rest for the night, I suppose.
All right. You're gonna look around for like an inn or tavern or anything? Something like that?
Mhm.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright. As you guys begin to wander the streets, you figure it's probably a good idea to find an inn or, yeah, just an inn, a place to probably book a place to rest, as you're still a bit tired. And though there's still light out, it is starting to get dark, and you'd rather not risk, I don't know, sleeping on the streets or whatnot. As you're taking a few minutes, kind of looking around for a place, something catches your eye. Or, I should say, someone. As the two of you are wandering the streets, you see, among, the passerbys, the commoners kind of wandering about, the odd adventurer, potentially, you see one individual who you recognize. A Reliforged coach who seems to be walking through the streets alongside an elven woman who he seems to be talking to. He doesn't seem to notice you guys.
Ouch!
Okay.
I take that as you're gonna go to him?
Yeah.
I guess so.
Alright, and it runs after to Coach. Like his Newt follows behind.
Yep.
Alright. And as you both go towards Coach, we will take a short pause from you two. And we will now turn our attention to the start of the second half of this new chapter. We'll turn our attention. I'm just gonna do this just so he's in. We'll turn our attention to Svipall. Hold up, let me make sure they're not deafened still.
Hello.
Hello. Hoping he's here. God damn, Conrado, you're
Hello?
fast.
That's crazy. That
God
looks
damn.
sick as hell.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
it's cool.
Holy shit.
Hold up. Yeah. Ahron's here? Alright, cool. Alright.
Yeah.
We're gonna turn our attention to Svipall. As well, or I guess more specifically, to the events that transpired after the events that happened at the warehouse with the sole survivor. With his party slain, Svipall proceeded to lay low. Disguised as a beggar, often loitering around Mulberry Street, a place filled with beggars, Svipall contemplated what to do and when to do it. As minutes turned to hours, and hours then turned to days, Svipall cautiously wandered the streets of Ravengarde for the next 4 days. He scouted out the warehouse and had seen a guard now stationed outside it, who remained there at least for the next 2 days that Svipall went and looked. Deciding not to risk getting caught, he held off from visiting the warehouse for the next 2 days until today, present day. During these last 2 days, however, he did not idle around and instead wandered, inquiring for mercenaries. Though his party was slain If Svipall still achieved the task at hand, he thought surely the collector would still be pleased. And so, as he looked around for any potential candidates to join him, he was unfortunately unsuccessful. Bandits, though not too rare in the city, or mercenaries for that matter. What is rare is finding some who would not betray him at the first sign of a bigger pay. But as we return to present day, Svipall, as you're still disguised as a beggar, trying to lay low, try not to gain too much attention from other people, specifically the guards and anyone who might be connected to the warehouse. As you're wandering the streets with the plan in mind, kind of a bit frustrated, you're not having much luck finding mercenaries or anybody or any capable person who you could at least relatively trust. As you're wandering the streets, one moment. Let me advance the day real quick. You're wandering the streets on this star day, August the 8th. Something unexpected crosses your path. You see two individuals who you thought dead, who you knew were dead. Insane and Newt, running through the streets, unaware of you, naturally, as a master disguiser such as you. They do not notice you, and you see them running to somewhere as if they have a destination in mind.
Okay.
For the record, I'm walking. I'm not running.
Okay, well, you see Insane running
I
over
am
there.
in no rush. I am slowly following after in like an exasperated mother following her child at a candy store.
You see Newt slowly walking, and you see Insane running away. They seem full of life, which you last remember them full of the opposite.
Can I stealthily follow them and maybe eavesdrop on what they're saying?
Sure, go ahead and make a stealth check with advantage.
Can I guess where they're going based on how I've been wandering the streets?
You don't know if there's any building or anything like that is interesting down there. But as you kind of stealthily walk on over to them, not necessarily like hiding, somewhat hiding, but also kind of just blending in as just a mess of a person.
Just a guy in a crowd.
You know, just a dude in the crowd, kind of hobbling around. People not really paying much attention to you, or trying not to pay attention to you. As you kind of turn the corner and look to see where at least Insane is heading, in full speed, you see further down the street is Coach, who seems to be walking alongside an elven lady who you don't recognize.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's why I was running.
You're gonna
I'm gonna
follow-
keep following at a distance and hope and listening in if they say anything.
All right. Sounds
Because they could be zombies resurrected by the
Yeah.
Imo or something. I don't know.
for sure. All right. Then, as you decide to follow behind them, stealthily, trying to get a bit closer, but again, you're used to laying low, especially the last couple of days. We'll take this moment to then turn, or I should say focus, and coach. I can see. Sorry. We turn our attention to coach. Weird, I know, but just give me a moment.
Riley's new character is Coach. Guys, he's back.
We turn our attention to Coach, who is in the middle of having a conversation with an elven lady, who I will now ask, Riley, would you like to introduce your new character?
Yeah, sure. So, the elven lady that is standing there has long, snow white hair, like almost like blindingly white, like it's almost like an absence of color. Pale blue eyes, with tan skin and like a permanent blush on her face. It looks like she's like permanently cold for some reason. She has a red scarf wrapped around her neck, a long bow on her back, and seems to be somebody who's constantly relaxed, I would say. Seems friendly, seems like they have an open body language. And yeah, I'll save the formal introduction, the name and stuff when people start talking to her.
Alright. Oh, hold up, let me... 1 moment. Oh, I see what happened. There we go. Fix the overlays up a little bit. Also realizing the sizing is a bit off, but whatever, it's fine. Anyways. Alright. Svetlana, as you are wandering the streets alongside Coach, he will begin to speak up. Oh man, it's been a while since we've last talked, huh?
Yeah, it's been about like, I don't know, I want to say 2, 3, 4 months now? Christ.
It has been a while. Well, I appreciate you, you know, well, it sounds like you were in the area, but I appreciate you taking the time to kind of, you know, shoot the shit, as they say.
Yeah,
Hear me
Collector's
out?
got me taking care of some business, like an outpost nearby. It's, I don't know, it's boring stuff, so I thought I'd come by to celebrate my birthday with you.
Yeah. I know a nice place we can stop on by. I could buy you a drink, you know, little birthday present from me to you.
Thanks, pal.
Of course, of course. I know it's your birthday and all, but as I mentioned before, and having as you might imagine, I'm also here with on a job in the Collector. I'm supposed to be watching over a group which, well, to be quite frank, I think they died.
Oh,
Yeah,
Christ.
I think they might have died. I haven't heard anything from them for almost a week now. Which
oh, a week. Yeah.
yeah, as you might imagine, it's a bit weird. It's a bit weird, you know. Not.
Yeah, the Collector, he let me know that, you know, a group might be stopping by. It's like 2 new guys and, what, 1 regular? I think DaGoo was with them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I hope they're all right. I mean, anything that could kill 4 seasoned adventurers is kind of scary, I'm not gonna lie, but I mean, were they seasoned? I know DaGoo was kind of, you know, yeah,
Mhm.
but what about the rest of them?
Well, 2 of them, I think, were quite seasoned. The Collector seemed to trust them quite a bit. The other 2 seemed at least capable enough that the Collector would give them such a task. Again, I don't know all the details, but what is going on in
Christ.
chat?
Sorry, I'm trying really hard not to laugh.
Right, well, I don't know all the details, but I mean, it's not necessarily weird that I haven't received any word back from them. I think it's more weird that it's that, and I also haven't heard anything about them in town. As you might
Oh.
imagine, sometimes even if when you know me, I'm not really a forerunner. I'm more of a I take people from point A to point B, right? Obviously, and I'm used to not hearing back from people for quite a while. But normally, when I don't hear back from somebody for a week, it's because they're in jail, or it's because they've caused some kind of mix up, But I haven't heard anything from these guys.
Radio silent, eh?
Mm-hmm. Pretty weird.
Whatever radio is.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. But yeah, I mean, the place we're going to, I figured, hey, shoot two birds with one stone, so to speak. I know this place called the Drunk Swallow. It's the place I told the group to go. I don't know if they took my advice, but I figured, hey, I like the inn, I like the place. We can go over there, get a drink. And I figured, hey, if they're there, great. If they're not, well, it doesn't matter. Just figured I'd check.
Yeah, it sounds great to me.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, so I was just, figured while we're on our way over, because we could just chat about whatever, and then he'll start asking you about what you've been doing recently and whatnot. And you guys are just having a conversation. And as you guys are wandering through the streets, eventually you'll see this weird-ish looking tiefling running at you at full speed, Svetlana. And right before he gets to you guys, he'll let our coach go, "Speak of the devil."
Double entendre. That's good.
Okay.
You're alive.
Seems so.
You look different. Oh, this is actually the guy I was talking about. This is one of the guys from the group I was just telling you I haven't heard anything about.
Oh, okay. He's alive, so I mean, that's good
Yeah.
news.
Coach, I lost your sending stone.
Ah,
I apologize.
that explains a lot.
Yeah, it does.
Yes, we were murdered and then it was taken off our corpses.
Listen, I haven't read a book in quite some time, but usually murder means dead, and you guys are alive.
Yes.
So
You read a book?
once or twice.
Oh wow, that's more than Newt.
I cannot do this with you right now.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
well,
I thought the slime guy was DaGoo. He changed his name, or you had two of them, or what's up with that?
Oh no, this isn't DaGoo. This is Newt, I believe. If I remember correctly.
Yes.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
two
nice to
slime
meet
folks
you.
in the group.
Oh, okay. Nice to meet you, Newt.
Great, oh.
Likewise, your name is...
I mean, my mother gave me the name Svetlana, but you can just call me Svet, or you can call me Lonnie, whatever you prefer.
What would you prefer?
Wow, he's a real charmer. He's after my art. You can just call me Svet.
Svet, pleasure.
Okay, so where's the last two guys? If it was a party of four, right?
We have reason to believe that Svipall is still alive. But we've got no idea where he might be.
And the big guy, Daniel Guison.
Um,
Oh, DaGoo, yeah.
DaGoo is gone.
Like dead
He's dead?
Yes.
and not alive like you two are dead.
No.
Yeah. Well, no.
Oh.
DaGoo did
Christ.
not care to come back. Or so we've been told.
Okay, and I'm a little bit confused because you're saying he's dead, but you're saying he didn't care to come back. So
That's-
Yeah. You also said the two of you died,
That's-
but you're here. You looked a bit different, but you're here. And
I,
Svipall's missing? The hell's going on? And you lost the Sending Stone?
Yes, as I mentioned previously, it was taken off our corpses. I'm not entirely sure what happened. The two of us came to in a abandoned building, and a man in a bird-shaped mask said that he brought us back from the dead, and that DaGoo was unwilling to return.
yikes. Yikes. Yeah, I mean,
Now, Coach, we
Ugh.
lost your sending stone. Is there some other way that we can stay in touch with you?
I mean, yeah. You'll see him kind of rummage through his pockets and he'll pull out another one. Here, I have another one. Just please, these are really expensive. Don't. I know you didn't mean to lose it because you died, but please
Yes.
try not to die and lose it again.
I will do. I shall do everything in my power. Thank you, Coach.
Land you the other sending stone.
Now, maybe I should keep this one.
No.
No.
All right. All right.
You
So
should be wary. Sorry, as a note,
Mhm.
I'm not completely versed in how sending stones work, but if one of them was stolen from us, there is a chance that your line is no longer secure. So that might be something to consider.
Yes, I'll see if I can look into that. You don't need to worry about that. More
Well-
importantly, however, I mean, I have a couple of questions, but I'll just stick to the ones that matter.
right?
So the group of 4 is now a group of 2. One is dead. The other one is MIA. Am I understanding that?
Yes.
Yep.
Right. You'll see that Coach kind of takes a moment to think. Then he'll look over to Svet. Well, I'm not too sure if you're keen on talking business, Svet, but would you happen to be done your job already? Are you looking for more coin?
Well, I mean, as long as the outpost doesn't crash and burn, I'm sure the collector wouldn't be too mad if I helped out a different operation that's in town. But I don't wanna pry here, but you two don't really seem in the mental space to be out and about. So, are you two ready to continue, like, doing things? Right? Because I'm not trying to come here and mess up the whole dynamic between you two and the dead guy and the missing guy and all that other stuff.
Dynamics doesn't matter. We just need a good night's rest, I believe.
I know.
We'll
If
be right
If
as
I
rain.
don't do something, I will go crazy.
All right, and okay, so you're Newt, right? Coach, you said they look a little bit different. What? Okay, out of character. What do you guys look like now? I see what Insane looks like in the picture, but what does
Oh.
Newt look like now?
I'm teal now. I'm cyan. I'm
Teal.
still blue, but I've got a tinge of green because that's heartbreaking. Because the guy used DaGoo's body to put me back together,
Oh Christ!
and I also have debris all over me inside of my goo.
Yikes!
And I got 2 ribbons.
All right.
Yep.
Well, okay. So if you guys are ready to continue, I can jump aboard here, but I just, you guys died. I don't even know what the mission is yet, but if I know the collector, he's not the most patient man in the world. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, if we want to kind of walk and talk, get things done, start small, finish big, that type of thing, I think maybe, I don't know. Let's just go to the inn. It's. I don't mean to celebrate too early, but it's my birthday here, so I gotta get a couple of ales in me and relax for a bit.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Don't forget, I got ale on you. I got your meal. This is your birthday.
I appreciate that, pal.
Of course. Least I can do, especially since you're helping me out here.
All right.
All right.
So walk and talk.
Yeah, I know the way. Did you two happen to pass by the drunk swallow, by the way? Were my instructions clear before?
Oh, yes, we went before.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Good. It's good to hear. All right, then let's just get on going. As
Yeah,
you
I've been dead
guys,
for like 3 days. I'm hungry.
you've been dead for
4
3
days.
days.
4.
And you
boy.
keep saying it's 4, man. It's probably
Said
3.
2 to 4. It's unlikely to have been 2.
Good star date today. When did you guys die?
What day was it?
4 days ago. Just say 4 days ago.
I don't know what day. I mean, Newt would know what day 4 days before Star Day was.
It's the 8th, so we died on the 4th.
Yeah.
Okay. It would have been the 4th.
Oh damn. Yeah, being dead probably explains the radio silence then. Eesh.
What's a radio?
I think it's a bird.
Right. I think most of you are not city folk. That's a new thing. It's technology. Don't worry about it.
The sooner we get indoors, the better. I hate the winged rats that fly around this fucking city.
Yeah, they could be a bit nosy. He looks to the fucking
I think
the
those are
ravens
also birds.
standing atop of one of the roofs, just staring at the 4 of you. Yeah, it's good going. Coach will then lead the way until eventually, as it starts to get a bit dark out, it's starting to, you eventually arrive at the drunk swallow. There's no map for this again. You're just gonna.
Oh, can I also be moved out of the tutorial room or the waiting room?
Oh crap! That makes a lot of sense. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you haven't been seeing
I did
anything.
not realize you were there. Damn. All right, you're good now, right?
Yeah.
All right. All right. You guys will eventually get to the drunk swallow. I'll bring you guys in. Don't worry. There you go. Right. As you guys get to the inn, Coach will go over to the desk, pay for a round of food, buy you each a room for the night. And after a couple of minutes, just getting a bit comfortable, you guys eventually sit down, have a seat, and just talk. Just details, I suppose.
Can I, just like as we're talking, getting settled in, I just want to keep an eye out for like anything. I think I'm a little paranoid at the moment.
Sure, make a perception check.
I just kind of want to like, yeah.
Hey,
Just want to keep
that's
my head on a
thing.
swivel. That's one thing. Perception? Well, I'm
Alright.
trying.
As you kind of
Wanna
sit
keep my head
down
on a
and you're
swivel.
just kind of looking around, the inn is pretty dead. You see that there's two customers outside of you, out of your group. You see there's a second. You see that there's like an elven male kind of keeping to himself in the corner. You can see that there's a like a dwarven man kind of drinking away by himself. He seems a bit sad about some things. Just sat by himself, drinking away his pain, presumably. And then you see the
Feel you,
barkeep-
brother.
And then you see the barkeep is present, obviously. And outside of that, there's nothing else that really sticks out to you.
Gotcha.
Right, well,
So, just so I know what I'm dealing with here, what's the specialties we got sitting at the table? I want to hear all the cool, awesome stuff you guys can do.
I can do this, and let me find the button again. I don't remember what the button was.
so it's the glowing horns one.
Yeah.
It's above your spell list.
Spell this here. Oh, here. Nope. Nope. Still doesn't work.
All right, the kid is a bit bugged here. Let me do that for you. There you go. Wow, one of his horns glows. The other one sort of glows, but it's kind of chipped, so it kind of just.
It's flickering.
And also, only one of his eyes glows now.
It's like a light bulb, like it's going.
Yeah.
Could you do that before you died, or?
No, that's a thing I could always do.
Ah, okay, that makes sense. I was gonna say they really fucked you up in there. Christ.
I'm not gonna say anything, but I'm gonna make my little pseudopod. Just like turn my hand into it.
That's cool.
Ooh.
You got a little slime guy. I mean, I was thinking more like battle tactics, but if we're doing potty tricks, check this out. And I'll put my hand on the table, like flat, and I'll use my war bond to make the longbow that's on my back teleport into my hand.
Ooh.
And I'll be like, go ahead, just take it out of my hand. And I'll keep my hand like flat. I won't even hold on to the longbow.
It will
Oh,
quickly take out of your hand.
And it's just glued to my hand. It's just stuck.
How,
Right.
how does that work?
I was stronger before I died. That's,
Yeah. You know, it's not a strength thing; it's a magic thing. So don't even worry. I know you're a tough guy.
I know you're
Yeah.
a tough guy. Probably the scrawniest guy at the table is great.
If he wasn't wearing a shirt, you could definitely see his ribs through his skin.
Coach, you got any potty tricks? I know you can take your heart out of your chest. That's pretty cool.
Oh,
Well, I mean, I can. I'd rather not,
Yeah.
but I can.
That's pretty cool.
So what's
Mhm.
the plan? I don't mean to come in here and change up the scene, but are we gonna look for the missing guy? Are we gonna go back to wherever you died and kill those sons of bitches? What are we doing?
well, I vote the second one, but I'm not sure how feasible
Place was fucked up.
it may
though.
be.
I
I think
also vote
there's-
the second one, and the elf gets up and he turns into Svipall. And dramatically turn around.
Can I, as soon as I see Svipall, pull out my freaking rapier and hold it to his neck?
You get
See-
up across the room.
See the elven man
Yes.
get up.
And I lunged at you.
Whoa, wait.
What the fuck happened?
But yeah, just things went sour, and I had to get out of there. Clearly,
We were running. Why were we not running?
Well, I thought the plan was to get a song of rest and then keep fighting. And that didn't turn out to be the plan, so I was like, okay, then we're hiding ourselves. I'm like, oh, whoops, Newt's not here. I'll just hide myself better.
I don't mean to interrupt, but we're in the middle of a tavern. I'm sure the owner of this fine establishment doesn't really want people fighting in the middle of it. If you guys could just sit down for a second, maybe take a breather or two, that would be appreciated by all patrons and staff, perhaps.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that was my plan when I dramatically got up, but okay. I just take a seat and pull it up.
Right.
I'll sit down, but I'm not putting away my rapier just yet.
Right, so
I
Paul joins
don't
the
really
table,
want to be between you and him.
shuffles around, moving the chairs. Right. Well, glad to see you at least are still alive, Svipall.
Yeah, I mean, it's really surprising to see them alive. I mean, like, I saw them get destroyed by golems. So.
Oh
Jeez.
Christ, it was golems,
You're
eh?
fighting golems?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
did you guys
like-
not explain?
16 of them or something like that.
16 golems. Where did you guys try to break into? The fucking vault of the witches?
Yeah, what the hell?
Yes.
More or less.
Yeah.
Yes, that I do believe that is where that was.
Oh,
What the fuck?
Svipall,
Yes.
what happened to DaGoo?
I think you know what happened to DaGoo.
And I want you to tell me.
The same as you. He got destroyed by golems. Actually, I didn't see the end, really. He kind of fell all the way down, so...
I see.
I could have
Well-
saved him.
You know, if it makes you guys feel any better, he was like... I mean, this is all just rumor and speculation and conjecture, but, you know, the word around the company is he wasn't doing too well. He was a little bit sick. So, if it makes you feel any better, you know, him not coming back, maybe that's a sign of him being at ease, at peace, you know what I mean? Okay,
Yeah,
tough crowd, I won't
potentially.
say anything, got it.
Yeah, I mean...
No, yeah, I think you got a point.
sure.
How would you know?
I don't. The fact of the matter is, you three are still alive. It seems, unfortunately, DaGoo is not.
R.I.P. Daniel. He lived a good life.
Yes, and when you report to the collector, can you emphasize that 3 of us are still alive?
Wait, are you
I
the
will try to do
dude
that.
who did this before? And you had, like, another team with you and they also died?
Oh my god.
Maybe?
Yikes, okay. There's a lot of baggage in this room. I'll leave it to you guys
No.
to discuss, but I think Coach was in the middle of saying something.
Maybe it's bad luck to have him around. What?
Hey,
Seven.
come on. We are all still alive. And I look like head tilted towards them too.
I wouldn't say that still is the correct descriptor
but it can be when coach reports.
Doesn't matter to me.
Sure. I mean, I'll report to the collector that the group is still alive and still looking to complete the job at hand.
Are we?
I'll mention that one of the members perished, but I'll also mention, assuming you're still willing to join, Svet, I think they could use the help. Then I'll also report that you'll be joining them, Svet.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, sounds fun. Robbing witches, daring adventures, escapes.
Well, I'm not too sure why
Monsters hunting things.
there's the Robin of Witches, but I'll try not to dig too deep into that. I'm sure you had your reasons. Whatever the case might be.
Yeah.
I remind you, the collectors, though there's not necessarily a deadline, it's best not to keep them waiting for too long. I mean, it has been about a week since you've left the collector, and from the sound of things, there's been little to no progress, potentially, considering most of your group, if not all of you, have been dead or doing nothing for at least the past 3 or 4 days.
I have been gathering information. I do know that they were guarding the warehouse. We were talking to the conspiracy man. It's a sub job, if you would. But I guess if you want to be technical, on the main job, we're still working on it.
Gotcha.
We'll have to go back to the conspiracy man and or I suppose do the other quest that he mentioned in this
Well,
sewers.
I believe we can still raid the warehouse. I mean, we're all here. And
I don't want to
relatively
go back
fine.
in there.
You know, I
What?
can try to convince him to just tell us the information that he was gonna tell us.
That's
You know,
true. Also,
it is kind of his fault that we died.
Yeah, well, from what I've heard, Jersey Man, yeah, that'll happen.
Is that a common thing? Since people
He
die?
doesn't really have a good reputation. But the collector insists that we keep him alive, as he does have a use, despite him angering
will not
and or
kill him,
endangering
but-
people.
I will have a talk with him.
it may be worth
Mhm.
trying to persuade him. I don't want to go into the sewers.
I doubt we
Very
can
adamant
sewers?
about that.
So what'd you say?
No, I was just saying, I didn't realize he was in the sewers, but suppose that makes sense, judging
He's not.
him.
He's not in the sewers. It's one of the quests he offered us in exchange for information to complete one of these quests.
Ah, alright.
Wasn't he in the sewer though?
I honestly don't remember.
Yeah, he was in the sewers.
All right, well, never mind then.
We're all here,
Right.
so we can raid that warehouse. We know the layout this time. So this time we can really get her done. Move my
Yeah,
arm.
but I'm pretty sure the witches know that it's been raided by now, so security might be a little tougher. And we didn't handle the first time.
It seems like security was tough, and then for a couple days, and at least at 2 days ago when I checked, it might have lightened up.
I don't want to take the chance on a might.
Yeah, so this time we'll do more information, we'll prepare better, and then we can get it done. And really screw over those witches.
I'm
I don't really have anything against the witches just yet. I mean, kind of killed us, but we
Exactly, they
place-
killed you.
Didn't you guys
I think-
break into their domicile?
Well, it was
Maybe.
a warehouse. I think if we could find some sort of intelligence suggesting or confirming that it is not more heavily guarded, I would be willing to give it a second try, but I don't see a world in which they do not fortify their defenses after what happened.
I mean, we destroyed it pretty well, and so they gotta be in repair mode at least.
I mean, I think you guys got your head in the weeds out here. I mean, you're running fetch errands for a guy named the Conspiracy Man just so you could get information about your main objective, so that way you can go do that main objective and bring it back to the collector. I mean, like, you know, he works for the collector, right? Like, not like directly perhaps, but there's like that tandem ship. Did you guys mention that at all? Try and leverage it at all?
I don't remember. I think it would be prudent to go and try and persuade him again. He seems quite impressed within, and
I mean, but even then, even if he doesn't comply, like, you know, there are other avenues. It's not like we're boxed into this one guy here. And he sent you on, I mean, a death run. So, like...
Yeah, if you
I
can
don't
give
know.
me, like, some, like, private information about him, I can convince him that I am the prophet that he thinks I am, and get information.
I mean, I've never met the guy. I know as much as you guys do. But I'm just saying, let's not box ourselves in here, headbutting the wall, you know? We're not Sisyphus pushing the boulder up the hill here. We can just go talk to him, see what we can do. If not, find a different way. We can get creative with our solutions here. Okay.
It's good to see you guys are
first things
talking
first.
strats.
Yeah. I mean, first things first, we gotta sleep. Because these two just died. Unless you got a good night rest while you were dead. I've never been dead personally, so...
well, you know the saying, I'll sleep when I'm dead? It's inaccurate. I would like to rest.
I mean, I don't mean to make fun of you. You do have rubble inside of you. So I guess you could say you slept like a rock, huh?
That would imply that I slept well, which I did not. More accurately, you could say that I slept with the fishes, except that Ravengarde is inland and there's hardly any water to be found.
Holy crap, this guy's a stick in the mud.
If you'll excuse my
Stick
shortness,
in
I
the
have just
slime.
died. All right. I'm going to find a room and sleep.
Okay.
Good night.
Doodles.
Good night.
Have a good
Walk
night.
off.
All right. And Coach would have told you your room number if you would like to go back to your room. All right. Assuming you just went away.
Yeah, sorry. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Just make it sure.
Sorry.
All right.
Wasn't close enough to my
No,
mic.
you're good. All right. And as Newt kind of walks away, go into his room. Coach will kind of order some more drinks, mainly for Svetlana. And as the drinks are kind of coming by, you guys are kind of drinking and talking a little bit. Coach will kind of bring up. Oh yeah, one more thing. You guys keep saying you died. How did you come back?
Hell if I know.
You just woke up? You were just back?
Woke up in, like, a room of a house with this crow guy. He said he was a doctor.
That don't sound too good.
No, it doesn't.
And,
Did it for free?
yeah, he said someone paid him to do it.
Oh, that really doesn't sound too good.
Jeez.
Yeah, bringing back somebody from the dead ain't cheap and ain't simple.
Yeah, I know.
And they did it twice for free.
Prepared to do it a third time as well.
And that's odd, to say the least. Especially in Ravengarde.
Ooh, yikes. Maybe we can go talk to that guy. I mean, did he send you off with any information or?
No.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, Newt was kind of in a rush to leave that place.
Hmm.
His house?
No, not the Dr. Newt.
No, I mean, like, Newt was in a rush to leave the doctor's house?
Yeah.
Okay.
You both died in this warehouse? So
think so.
presumably you left there.
Yep.
I'll see if I can maybe look into that. Right, well, it is getting a bit late.
So, he wasn't the collector that paid for us to revive?
Certainly not.
Hmm.
Because if anybody... I mean, I'm sort of the middleman right now. I'm watching over you all. And if I didn't know you were dead, the collector sure as hell didn't know. Well, it is getting late. You all should get some rest. Don't forget, Newt has the sending stone. You guys need to call me when it's time to get going, or if there's a urgent emergency. You can contact me. And then as he's kind of getting up, and I'll take a look at Svet. And thanks again for helping me out, helping out these guys. I'll let the collector know you're taking up the task. And I guess until we talk again, which hopefully won't be another 2 or 3 months like last time.
Hopefully not. Thanks for spending time with me, buying me some food. I appreciate it. Thanks for sending me on a mission on my birthday. You know, you owe me one for this one, but it's okay. It's okay.
Yes, I will keep that in mind. Don't worry.
All right. Have a good night, Coach.
All right. Have a good night.
Night.
He will make his way out.
Now, Svetlana, do you like money?
I mean, who doesn't?
Yeah, exactly. At this witch's place, there's so much gold. I mean, I got these boots and this cape.
Mm-mm.
There's so much potential still hidden there that I feel
Oh,
like
yeah,
if we go over there.
A little thing that also happened when we got revived. All the things I took from the chests, I don't have it anymore.
Oh,
Yeah, they probably took it back when they retrieved your corpses.
Yeah.
okay. Well, listen. I think that I value money as much as the next guy. I really do. I can't really spend the money if I'm dead, though. So, and if you see my getup here, I'm more of an outdoors kind of person. So, I don't really like being in warehouses. And you said he fell, DaGoo? Yeah,
Yes.
like, how do you? What did he fall? He fell off a shelf or something? What happened?
There was a very long ladder.
Okay, warehouses with a witch's vault and sub basements.
Yes.
About that's the complete opposite of where I want to go. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Ah, see. Well, don't you, the witches that rule this place, don't you want to, I don't know, stop them? Don't you feel like injustice in this place? Weren't you complaining about the ravens earlier watching you?
Yeah, it's not about ravens watching me. It's about I hate birds. They freak me the fuck out. Right? I don't know if you guys know anything about Gyarios or the Wildlands. I mean, you had a buddy who was from there. DaGoo was from there, different part. But I'm from a place where the birds get rather large, and they perch, and they can pick you up and eat you. So ravens are a bit smaller than that, but they still perch and they watch you. So I'm not a fan of anything that's flying. You know, I like things that are small to the ground. And like my therapy bunny here, and I'll open up my scarf, and the rabbit will jump out onto the table. This is
Oh.
Hassa. He's my Almirage.
Bless you.
Oh,
Thank you.
okay.
You know. Anyways, enough with the show and tell. And I appreciate the concern. It sounds like you're trying to convince me to go back into that death trap because you have unfinished business. I'm sure your friend down the hall also has unfinished business with them. For you, it sounds much more personal. So, whatever drama, scheming, scamming you got going on, why you want to take down the witches, I think we leave it at the door for now. Get the job done because, you know, if we fuck up and lose another member of this party, the collector is gonna chop off our legs and put them on our head. So
Yeah, that is true. I don't believe I can go on to the bad graces of the collector. I don't know how far I can gamble with that. As you see, you may have mentioned earlier the previous history I
yeah,
had.
I mean, if word got out that you got another group of people killed and you somehow miraculously survived again, I don't. Yeah, he might not be too pleased with you. But you know that's not gonna happen. I mean, these two guys lived. DaGoo died, but you know he was sick anyways. So we can get the job done, collect this happy, and then later you can get your revenge on the witch. And hey, if we all get along, who says we can't keep this train going? And no, I'll whisper out loud, or I'll whisper across the table, you know, rob the witches as well, because I don't know who's listening. I don't know if the guy at the bar is listening or not, but you know, we got options. There's no need to rush. We gotta be creative with our approach. We can't be bashing our heads against the wall. That's how you end up dead. No offense, insane.
Yes, I do see your point. Yeah, maybe it is more prudent to talk to the conspiracy man, as you said, and maybe find alternative routes of
Exactly.
entry. Well then. Well, at least I didn't have to hire a mercenary. That's what I've been trying to do, and it's harder than you would think.
Yeah. Does anybody want to catch me up? What exactly is the job that the collector sent you guys out on? The only information I got was from you guys just now about you needed to get something, and the collector said that a group of people would be stopping by an outpost, potentially mine,
Oh,
with an item.
We are looking for the Idiot Flower.
The idiot flower?
Idiom.
Something like that.
I believe my companion here is trying to say idiom flower.
Ah, okay.
Yes. The conspiracy man is our only avenue to information about it, so unfortunately we were roped into doing one of his quests to get more info.
I see the problem that you guys are facing now. You know, I think we can go back to him if need be, but we shouldn't try and brute force our way through the conversation. Like, our one-horned friend over here said that he can, like, try to persuade him or deceive him or whatever. And if that doesn't work out, you know, we have his other quest, but you know, we can also look for other answers. Like, so we're looking for a flower, or something named Idiom Flower. Do we know what it looks like? Do we know if it's an actual flower or if it's like a gem that looks like a flower?
We know none of that.
So if we don't know what we're looking for, how are we gonna know when we find it?
I don't know. I think Insane was saying there would be a label on it.
That's convenient.
That would be very helpful.
Absolutely kicking myself that I left the room and cannot correct everything.
Okay, well, you know what? I think that'll be step one. Just figuring out what exactly we're looking for. And then, you know, going from there. Before we run to another warehouse filled with golems that punch and kick and kill and smash and yeah.
Indeed, yeah. That would and more information is what I insisted on last time. But this is now the situation.
Since I'm a very educated man, very learned and everything.
Yes. Quite wicked smart.
Yeah. Why don't we try, getting information on the library? They have those here, right?
Potentially. I mean, I actually want to try something real quick. Is the bartender still at the bar?
Yeah, the tiefling man over there.
Tiefling. Walk over to the bar. Excuse me, sir. A fine. Oh, over there.
Mhm.
Fine establishment you got going on here. I just wanted to ask you a quick question. I know this town's not too fond of adventurers, right? But, these people bought a room. I was wondering if you could help us out and in return maybe get a tip.
Sure.
Do you,
I mean,
if we were looking for...
I'm fine with
Sorry, go ahead.
adventurers as well.
Oh, okay. Perfect. So, if we were looking for some kind of rare artifact or item, right, who do you think would be knowledgeable about such things? Who would know, where to look or whatever? It doesn't have to be someone who's going to know exactly where it is, but, who's in that field? Who do you know around here that's interested in getting these things?
Like magic artifacts, relics, those sorts of things.
Magic artifacts, yeah.
It's a bit hard to tell. I mean, I think the simple answer would be anybody magically inclined. Potentially somebody in power. Is it a specific item you're looking for?
I mean, would you happen to know it by name? It's Idiom Flower.
I don't know what that is.
No, yeah. But I mean, okay, so in town there's the witches, right?
Yes. I mean, if you're looking for
Okay.
a named item, then potentially a witch. If you could find somebody capable, which I mean, good luck with that.
Yeah,
You might be able to find somebody else.
that's what I was thinking. So the witches are the magically inclined people in town, of course. But
Mhm.
is there anybody else? Like maybe there's like a local magic or artifact shop, somebody who's always on the lookout for this kind of thing.
Well, I don't remember its name, but I think there was a shop run by an artificer not too far off that is impartial to adventurers. Again, not really my forte, but I think it's and he'll give you some basic directions to where you might find it, like in town.
Yeah.
And as he kind of
Yeah.
tries to give you the directions, he'll go. I mean, again, I'm not too sure. I'm not even sure if it's still open and running. But if you take this, like these directions I just told you, Maybe you can ask around for an artificer. Those aren't too common, especially one with the shop. You might be able to find them.
Perfect. I appreciate it. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And now for the tip. Hold out your hand, please.
Very well.
And
Oh, hold on.
and I'll give you a high five. All right. Have a good night, sir.
That's
Cool. And you see this Zardos. I think you know his name. You see him look at the hand, eyebrow raise at Svetlana as she's walking away. You'll see him visibly sigh, and then continue to clean some stuff.
All right, guys. So you see, we can go find an artificer if the conspiracy man doesn't work out. There's no point in derailing the whole operation just yet, but let's go back to conspiracy man. It's definitely our best avenue. But if it doesn't work out, we have other options here.
Splendid.
All right. So, I mean, we can hit the hay and then do it in the morning because we're down a member. He's currently unconscious.
Yes, I was about to
in his
say
bedroom.
there's already somebody who's taken the action for us, so we should probably follow and lead.
all
Cool.
right.
All right. You're all gonna go to your rooms, take a long rest.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Right.
Also, I cannot turn off my horns.
Oh,
Thank you.
Part of the deal of coming back, you're permanently
Yeah.
glowing.
maybe you
It's
have to like.
finicky. I'll
click
like
on 'em?
slap a couple times.
Do you have your token selected when you press it?
Oh, let me try that. No.
No. Oh, weird. Okay, I'll
Error trace, glowing horns, token, insane.
have to double check. It might be set up so it's GM property, like only GM.
Oh yeah.
Maybe I missed it somewhere. Anyways, let's see if I can get that fixed next time.
No problem.
All right.
I don't use it that
Um,
much anyways.
Good stuff. Right. So unless there's something somebody wanted to do before taking a long rest, I'm gonna assume everybody takes a long rest. All right. And as you all take a long rest, nothing happens. You're not ambushed or anything like that. Crazy, imagine.
Whoa.
As you sleep in your
I was
rooms,
prepared.
and night turns to day. Let's take this moment to take a break.
Awesome.
Use the bathrooms, refill water, all that sort of stuff. And then when we return, you can let me know what your plan for the day is as a group. Sounds good?
Mhm.
Sounds great.
Yep.
And I'll talk to you guys in like 5 minutes.
Okay.
You're back. Back from a break. All right. So,
Is
As
Aaron
you-
back?
what's up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was asking if Aaron's back. Okay.
So, as night turns to day, and you all finish a long rest, you take a moment to gather downstairs, collecting your equipment, equipping your armor, all that sort of stuff. As you all gather downstairs, what would you guys like to do?
Breakfast.
Probably just fill Newt in on the plan, and then head off to the conspiracy man.
So, what did you all discuss in terms of our next moves?
I'll let the mastermind of the group, Insane here, fill you in.
The what now?
Go ahead, Insane. Take it away.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh,
go ahead, Insane.
you heard the woman. I'm the mastermind.
I think there must be some confusion.
Yep. We voted last night, and that's
Voted?
it. Yep.
Svipall, and you voted as well on this?
Yeah. Sure.
Sure. That's your answer.
Yeah, even Couch voted.
Sure. I
Coach.
don't
Yep, a
believe
solid
you.
sure. I'm gonna give a thumbs up.
I don't believe you.
Well, too bad. Anyways, the plan is we are I forgot what the plan is.
Oh my god.
We're gonna go to the conspiracy dude. We're gonna ask him for a bit more information about this Idiom Flower thing. You know, is it an actual flower? Is it a rock? Is it a gemstone? Whatever it looks like, so that way we can actually find the thing.
Idiom Flower is not a thing. They're a wizard, or some sort of mage, and we're trying to find an unspecified magic object of theirs.
So, okay. So now you guys got me all backwards here. So if you guys are looking for a mage, right?
Mm.
Why didn't you guys, go find magical people? Because if he's a mage, he's gonna be somebody who's well known in town.
Well, from our understanding, he's a bit of a recluse.
Well, how do you know somebody's a recluse unless you know of their existence?
I was mainly focused on the witches. I'll be honest.
I was
Let me
not the
consult my
mastermind
notes.
yet.
One moment.
And then additionally, right? I know mages like to live in towers, so
Well, that's a stereotype. We don't know for sure.
No, she's onto something. I think we should climb the tallest tower.
And
And
respectfully, let's do some research first. Yes?
You know,
well, it makes the job a lot easier because, right? Well, what I was planning to do is if we just get a description of the guy, we can go to some magic shop that sells scrolls and buy a locate object scroll. But because we're not objectifying this Idiom Flower person, we can just buy like a sending message, or if not sending, we can try, some other divination spell like locate.
locate person.
Yeah, locate person, locate creature. But then again, he's a mage, so he might have anti-divination things, and these spell scrolls are expensive. But I was thinking we could just steal it. So, steal that.
Sure.
The exact wording that
As
we
you might
have
have
to
noticed, I'm very good at stealth.
Yeah.
Yes.
He is.
What we're doing specifically is Idiom Flower is the Mad Mage. He is said to reside in Ravengarde. We don't know anything else about him but that. There's reason to believe he's not mad, but worried about his power being taken and used by the wrong hands. We are trying to find a specific relic that we don't quite know what.
Okay, this is making a lot more sense now. Okay, so yeah, we can just go talk to the conspiracy man. See if he has the other quest. We can yell at him. He kind of owes you guys something. He led you to your deaths, right?
It isn't totally incomplete. I did destroy that creature that they were holding, and I stole these books.
Oh my goodness! You guys should have led with that. If you guys did the job,
Well, it wasn't
the job
really
was
the-
to find what's at the bottom layer, and we didn't make it to the bottom layer.
But I did destroy what was on the second layer.
Every time I
that
try and
looks
compliment you
pretty
guys say, "Oh, actually, we didn't do the thing. We kind of fucked up even more." And
We did die.
Yeah,
well,
but like,
to be fair, he also doesn't know what was on the bottom. So
yeah, you guys can
you
just say
can't-
the thing on the second floor was on the bottom floor.
the
I did
weird
take a look
zebra
at
was
them.
the thing on the bottom, and killed it.
Yeah,
I did take a look at what was at the bottom. It was that giant crystal.
Oh. And there's no way, if it was wait, how big are we talking here? Like giant for a crystal or like a giant crystal?
It was fairly giant, probably.
Did you see the crystal?
Yeah, because we were at the bottom. We could see
No,
it.
you didn't see it.
Oh,
I think
swear
just-
saw it on the map.
It was just
DaGoo saw it.
unfortunately DaGoo.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought
so
I
we don't know
saw
what's
it.
under
Yeah.
there.
Okay, scratch that.
Yeah, you guys don't know what's
I
at the
saw a
bottom.
purple glow.
Yeah, we saw that.
Okay, well,
The zebra, that's what was at the bottom. There was no other layer.
Mm-hmm.
There was
It was
another
like
layer. We went down the ladder.
Nope.
it's called sarcasm.
And what are you
Newt.
talking about?
It's called sarcasm.
I-
Anyways.
It's called, if we don't tell him there was another layer, we completed the job.
Exactly. So, okay, but
is a good
we're
point.
talking about like a regular zebra here, or what are we talking about?
Oh no, it was
No.
like a demon zebra.
It was
Holy shit.
there was some sort of strange magic that it was kind of creating. I got, oh my god, I got turned into a potted plant.
Oh yeah, me too.
Wait, so there was never a point in time when you guys went into the witch's warehouse, you presumably killed the guards stationed there, went down to sub-basement levels, and you found a wild, magical demon zebra. You got turned into potted plants, which is
Just for a while.
it's a sign of wild magic, right?
Nope.
Uh-huh.
And there was never a point in time where you guys decided, maybe we should, I don't know, get the fuck out of here, sit down for a second and catch
There
our
was.
breaths.
That's when we died.
We would have made it out if somebody hadn't stayed behind.
Whoa, let's not point
I
fingers
thought
here.
that was the plan.
Why would that be the plan?
Because I thought we
We
would
were
rest.
clear on the plan. We needed
we
to
clear?
get somewhere safe. We needed to get to the top layer. Why would we stop at the entrance of the ladder where the golems were trying to kill us?
Because I thought we could like push them down when they were coming up, and we thought there was only one way up.
Why would we not? Why would we risk it to stay right there and not go up further where it could be more heavily fortified and we would have an easier exit?
Listen, I love hearing you guys argue, really. It's a favorite pastime of mine, but really, like, what's done is done. You guys died. If you're gonna hold a grudge against somebody, I think it comes in last place, since you guys are back from the dead, and you're now indebted to a mysterious bird doctor who revived you for free.
Hmm.
Maybe we worry about what should and should not have been done in the heat of the battle when you guys aren't indebted to a mysterious birdman doctor who revived you for free.
Again, wasn't for free. Somebody paid for it.
Somebody did pay for it.
I mean, for you guys, it was for free. So this is what I mean, right? Yeah, that shit's expensive.
Yeah, I don't think we're indebted to the bird guy. Probably someone else. No idea who though.
Yeah, and there are big players in this town. Either it's the witches who did it, right?
It's not the witches.
Wait a second, let me finish the thought, because it wasn't a complete sentence, Mr. Newt. Either it was the witches who did it,
Apologies.
or it's somebody who's brave enough to cross the witches, and it's not the collector. So
The doctor
another
said that
string.
it was a gruff man, and he refused to tell us any more than that.
a gruff man. What
Do you
the
know
fuck
anyone
is
who
going on
doesn't
here?
like the witches other than him? And I pointed Svipall.
Yeah, I was gonna say the dude sitting across from you, or to the left of you. Your right, my left. I'm bad with directions.
What's there to like about witches, really?
Yeah. Okay, so we can go talk to that guy as well. Gruff man. Oh, Jesus. Okay, anyways,
Rough.
I think we should just, let's get up. Let's go talk to the conspiracy man. Just share the information. We don't come in with accusations or levying information or anything like that, especially because I'm new. He doesn't seem like the most trusting man in the world. If I go down there and we start agitating him, it's not going to turn out well for us because it's a lose-lose. We hurt him, the collector hurts us, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So
Would you guys
Just-
consider the conspiracy man a gruff man? You think he has the money to pull something like that?
I mean, he's got a network of beggars, so maybe he has money.
I don't know how much beggars make.
Not much.
Yeah, they were pretty happy with the 5 gold I gave them.
you gave 5 gold to a beggar?
Yeah, he gave us information.
You really are the brains of the group. I like you.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay, let's go. Let's go talk to this king of beggars, conspiracy man, yada yada yada. And let's stop sitting around this damn table. My legs are starting to cramp up. I think I'm getting blood clots.
You know
I
that
don't
is,
know
but
if
let's
that's
go.
how that works. All right.
You are made out of goo. You don't have blood to clot.
And
Fair
yet,
point.
I'm pretty certain that that's not how that works.
I
I
mean,
don't know. You haven't even read a book yet. So.
yeah, they said you
I
haven't
went
even
to
read one or two.
school for multiple years.
I mean, if I recognize that guy's
so have I.
outfit, yeah, I was gonna say if I recognize that guy's outfit, he's from Dracomire. He also went to school.
See?
And that's relates how?
I mean, you went to music school.
I went to Bard College.
I think
I
that's
think
music.
that proves. Yeah, I think that proves my point.
That is not music school.
All
It's
right, I'm getting. Up.
multidisciplinary.
Yeah, there's dance too.
I'm gonna walk ahead of everybody else as fast as I can, just as fast as I can away towards wherever the hell we're going.
All right. So to Mulberry
someone-
Street.
Yeah, can someone tell me the
Yeah.
direction to Mulberry Street? I have no idea where
I'm
it
gonna
is.
start walking
Okay.
as fast as I can towards Mulberry Street and see if they. I don't care if they are following me or not, or catching up. Just as fast as I can.
All right. After a bit of time of you guys navigating the streets, with Newt taking the lead, but not really leading, just kind of going. Eventually, you guys return to Mulberry Street. I'm assuming you guys are gonna go to the usual place. Are you gonna ask the beggars for directions, or are you gonna rely on memory?
Memory.
All right. I'm gonna
I think
assume he
probably
speaks
also
for the
memory.
class.
Yeah, I
Alright.
agree.
So you guys go to the one building that's pretty. To even call it a building anymore is, being a bit generous. You go into the ruins of a building, past some beggars that are kind of huddled together in the area. You move past them, down into the little basement section, down the hole, into the sewers. And I'll have you guys make survival checks, please. Not Svets, though. You don't know where the hell you're going.
Survival?
Yes, survival. That's not one.
Oh,
All right.
Jesus.
All right. As you guys spend what you think is probably a half hour navigating through the sewers, you feel like you get lost once or twice, but then you start to vaguely recognize bits of the layouts, and eventually, after what seems like eternity, and I imagine Svet's kind of just judging you guys like, what the hell are we? Eventually, you come across a tarp leading into the room of the conspiracy man. As you guys move past the tarp, you see the door with the question mark. What do you guys do? Do you guys knock?
I want to try something
Sure, what do you guys do?
before we knock.
Sure.
I've been feeling weird about this eye for a while now, so I will imagine that I can see through the door.
All right. Go ahead and roll me a Arcana check. In.
Yes, sir. Arcana. Ooh, I'm not good at that.
All right. With that, as you start to try and concentrate on your eye, you feel like something happens. You guys will see In's blue eye start to glow a bit brighter. In, you don't see anything. Nothing else happen.
Yeah. Okay. I thought I knew what was gonna happen. Okay. Do you guys want to knock on the door?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I knock.
All right. As you knock on the door, before your hand hits the door the second time to knock, the door swings open, and the conspiracy man is inches away from your face. Ah! Come in, come in, come in! I've been expecting you!
We have returned from the dead.
And as you all enter the room, to three of you familiar, to one of you new, the room is just as disorganized and odd as you remember it. Papers are everywhere. You can see that the 4 chairs that he kind of moved to the center last time you were here are still there. It seems they've been collecting a little bit of dust, but he also has, it seems, recently put some stacks of paper on it and has now thrown them aside so you guys can sit there. The walls are absolutely covered, taped, and, plastered, I should say, with parchments, and all the papers in the room, various scribbles, unintelligible words, random drawings on each of them. And as the conspiracy man kind of hunches over and kind of scurries on over to the other side of the room, a motion for you all to sit. And as you all scan your surroundings, that is where we're going to call it for tonight's session.
Okay.
All right.
Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
That is where we're going to call it. But yeah, we got a new character. We got 2 of you back from the dead now. So hey,
Yay.
there's that. Some new visual changes. But yeah, but if I remember correctly, our time now is 11 sharp, right?
Yeah.
At least
Yeah.
for the time being. At least for the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, sounds good. So I'd rather call it here because I imagine this conversation is going to last probably about a half hour, if not more. I'd rather not end it in
yeah.
the middle of it.
Mhm.
Rather
Yes,
the
it did.
whole conversation be fresh in your minds. But yeah. But I hope you guys had fun and a bit of a weirder session today. What with the whole
You.
near TPK last week or last session, I should say. But yeah. I think other than that, a couple of weird things. I mean, Conrado's already fucking on it with the art. So if you guys, specifically In and Newt, if you guys decide to update your art, you want to update the tokens accordingly and whatnot, feel free to do that and send it my way, and I'll update everything, like your token overlays,
It'll
all
just
that
take
stuff.
me a hot second.
Yeah, no worries, no rush at all. But if you guys decide to do that, just let me know and I'll update things. And then I think outside of that, if there is anything else, let me know. Like Riley, if you're missing anything, let me know for your character. I know you took a look at your new token. There's a good chance I missed a thing or two. And yeah, other than that, if you guys have any other questions or concerns, feel free to talk to me now or over DMs. It's up to you. But with that, I guess if there's nothing else, if you guys want to chat a little bit afterwards, we can. Otherwise, I will talk to you guys whenever.
All right.
I stream.
Bye, Chad.
Yeah.
Bye,
But thanks for
stream.
playing, guys.
Thanks, Gabe.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right,
Thank you
take
for
care, everyone.
session.
Bye bye.